Greetings, humanity. We're trying something slightly different today. I'm Jim. I use he/him pronouns. This is my channel, and today with me is Lucci. Hello.
Hi.
How have you been doing? It's been like 90 million years.
Since we've seen each other, yeah.
Yeah.
You're fortunately good at, keeping in touch with people. I'm awful at it. So.
Oh God.
And if you feel the opposite, let me tell you that I barely try. So. You keep our friendship alive.
Oh God. I feel both good and bad about that.
Imagine how I feel.
I can. Oh God! It's been a minute since you've been on the channel. I know you were here for you were here on its first tabletop RPG stream, and then
yes.
I think you've appeared since. I just can't remember
what
in what.
Yeah. Once I think.
Because we played Inspectors one time, and then I can't remember what happened after that.
Yeah, I think Inspectors was Inspectors the second thing.
Inspectors was the first tabletop RPG stream that I did.
Okay.
And you were in that.
Yeah.
And then there were.
We did do something else.
Yeah, I think I know you came back, possibly more than once. I just can't remember.
There was at least one other time, maybe two other times.
Yeah. And you came back, I think, for more one-shots. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's all a blur.
Only if there's some sort of recorded history.
If only. some sort of video on demand that could be accessed.
Sounds even the ease of that sounds like too much work.
I know, right? But it's great to have you here to talk to you also, and to do this. We are so for a very long time. I have wanted to go back and play through the old text adventure games that I played as a youngin, and to get to some of the ones that I never got to, of which there are a considerable number. So this is me trying that. But I was like, okay, text adventure games are gonna be harder, especially ones that I've played before or have some familiarity with, are going to be harder to, in my opinion, to make interesting. If it's just me sitting there playing it, so I wanted to have someone along to try to help tackle some of this with me. So
I am very good at heading west, not being able to head west anymore, and then being lost in the woods. So
excellent.
I'm down. I'm down for this.
Awesome. Good, because that's probably what's going to be happening shortly. I wanted to go over a few things. So I think you played Zork like a long time ago, just a little bit.
So I've been playing video games since I had an Atari 800, which was like the PC version of the 2600. So I had all of the games. I played Zork a little bit. There was one that I played a lot of, and it was like heading into the woods and cutting down a tree and some random stuff that I don't even remember what the game was called, but I do remember playing through at least a good portion of Hitchhiker's Guide.
Oh yeah, that was the first one that I really sank my teeth into. I think I'd been aware of Zork prior to that, I think, somewhat, and
Zork always felt daunting.
It was
comparatively.
Yeah. I didn't. I mean, I actually. I only made it. Zork is a game that I did make it through, but only with the help of, only with outside help. I had this book, which somehow I still have.
I don't believe you have that.
You familiar?
I remember seeing it in stores and me going, "This game is too much."
It is very well worn, but that's because I loved it to death.
Thick.
And lent it out. Yes. It's amazing, is it not?
Good
the book
God.
Of adventure games, and this has maps and solutions. Very.
Here's the book to help you play the video game.
Yeah.
I can't say anything.
Yeah. It has like very curt solutions. It doesn't go into a lot of detail. It just gives you steps, gives you the walkthrough at the end. But yeah, see, it's got like a little description of the thing and its release and maps and stuff.
That artwork is amazing.
Yes. I think that might have been a I don't know if that was a promotional. I think that was a promotional image. But then it has stuff for that in the back, and it's got so many adventures in here, so many adventure games in here up to a certain point. Ah! Gravity. Apparently, okay, I've just determined the local gravity still works.
Good.
Which
good,
is excellent.
Good to know.
That's good to know. I now have to, real quick, I just need to grab something to deal with the consequences of said gravity. Hang on.
Always use a lid.
Lids are good. Lids are good. I don't know why I forgot that.
I'm just over here showing off my prowess.
I will admit. That's very good of you. I will admit, actually, I don't usually need. This is the first time I think I've spilled quite this amount on a stream. But at the same time, I will say normally I'm not waving massive books.
I told you I spilled a beer on my my audio equipment, right? My
my God,
my mixing board. Like I
did not know. No.
I just had it, and I had it set up on a separate table next to my computer desk, a separate table, and I managed to knock a beer off of my computer desk and have it land at the top of the mixing board, and just.
Oh my God.
And while we were recording a podcast, so our lovely editor grabbed the sound clip of the falling bottle.
Oh my God.
Just the bing bing as it hit the table. And then would later play it to torment me.
Oh my God. Oh good Lord. Are you guys still doing that podcast?
We is a strong word. I've had a hell of a year. And
understandable.
And then so I have not been on, but yes, we are still recording every week. Oh, okay. I get my notification and I go, I can't. I'm bowing out of this episode, and I've done that for coming up on 52 weeks. I've bowed out.
Oh wow. Okay, so you're about to celebrate an anniversary then.
Yeah, great. I miss it a lot. Yeah. So I hope to change that up. Actually, very soon.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. That's how you'll celebrate your anniversary. You're going to show up on the podcast.
Just start showing up. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good way to do that. Or just like the No, wait, it's not time for the more tragic soundtrack yet. We're going to switch back to the happier soundtrack. Here, let me actually do the loop properly, because we're not there. We're not at the tragedy.
Go back to the happy soundtrack, not the soundtrack of my life.
Yes, that's right.
Happy one.
I spilled damn near the whole contents of this glass just now. Welcome to live video. But in any case,
welcome to oops.
Yeah, basically. All right. So now that that's mostly cleaned up, I shall not be waving that book around. I shall be more careful. Here, let me finish my drink real quick. There, that's done. Much faster than I expected. Okay, let's put it there. That'll be better. Okay. So no, there were some things I wanted to mention about said game that we were getting as we're getting into it. I'm gonna go ahead and show some. I'm gonna switch us to the other screen so folks can see. I found this website that has some of the early release stuff. I want to say that the funny thing about Zork itself is this was like one that it's not the first adventure game that was Colossal Cave, the Colossal Cave adventure. This is basically created by a bunch of guys at MIT who were like, I want to do Colossal Cave adventure in my own programming language. So they did, because they wanted a more robust text parser, which they got. Basically, you type in commands and you go and you know, it's back in the old days, back in the late 70s. These games, they were purely text. You could not, you did not have much in the way of graphics. You had some, but this was something that they sort of dubbed as interactive fiction, which was, I thought, kind of cool. But just like 4 guys at MIT kind of started putting it together, and a bunch of other folks contributed. It was like this was a game that went on the server took up a whole megabyte. A whole entire megabyte.
That's a giant game.
It was a massive game at the time, and they had to split it into 3 to be able to fit it on a home computer, microcomputer at the time they called it. But it's like if you had server access, you could you could jump on and play Zork, which went through a few name changes and all that. Well, they weren't going to call it Zork, but they ended up calling it that when they tried to use the name Dungeon. And Gygax said no. No, I own the name Dungeon, he said. And so they were like, okay, we'll just keep calling it Zork. Because that was like everything. That was what they called all their unfinished programs. So and by that point, everyone who'd been playing it was calling it Zork. Because there were like dozens of people that were playing it at that point that were just calling it Zork, and they were like, okay, it's Zork. So that's how they released it. So the version that I actually ended up with, you can see this is the Infocom gallery. This is this site has a bunch of the old stuff that is sort of scanned in. The version that I actually got and played on my grandmother's IBM PC was the Folio release. So this is a flat package.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. That they came out with. I vaguely remember this. Because this was fairly early on. That's because I was showing up at the house and they got in the PC and they were like, okay, we'll give him something to play. And this was when I finally got a hold of this. I was just like, let's keep playing. Before this, I had encountered, I think, it's weird. The timeline's a little weird for me because I remember that really getting into this being available at the same time as a copy of the Hitchhiker's Guide was, but I think it was the Apple II version was the version of the Hitchhiker's Guide that I was actually playing, and that was at my uncle's place. I was, we'll call it 7. I'm not sure. Possibly,
yeah.
Probably younger than... Actually, no, it was younger than 7. I was very young. I actually had... But, yeah, it was when I first got to play Infocom Adventures. It was probably more like around 7. But prior to that, I had gotten into, from like the age of 5, the Scott Adams games, not the Dilbert guy, a different guy. Adventure International and Adventureland, and I think you actually do cut down a tree in that one. That might be the one you were thinking of, maybe.
now that you mention it, it was adventure. It was the first adventure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because the first one in the series, I think he ended up calling it Adventureland. And unless you also cut down a tree in Colossal Cave Adventure, but I don't know if that's because that one they also just called Adventure.
Yeah.
But sometimes, but it was those based on real caves apparently. But in any case, this is the package that I had, and kind of remember this sort of you're on the threshold of a whole new experience. For ahead of you is the extraordinary trilogy of the Great Underground Empire. And once you step through the door to Zork, you leave the world of arcade games and trite fantasies behind and enter the dimension of your imagination. They're very confident.
You gotta build it up.
Yeah, well, by this time they had out these titles, and there was one of the weird things was this was the first time they had all 3 games ready when I got this. That's because they were just chopping up their original server version into 3 parts after they added a bunch. They also, when they formed Infocom, apparently they added a bunch to it as well. I have looked briefly at the original. I do have a copy of the MIT original because I can hold more than a megabyte on my computer. I don't know if you know this.
You're very fancy.
I know, right? The thing was that there are certain that I noticed there's not like a mailbox or anything at the beginning of the MIT version. It's just like there's a house, have at it. So it's there are a number of differences. But in any case, you strive to discover the 20 treasures of Zork and escape with them and your life. Which is not entirely true, as we'll discover. Also, I thought for some reason in the back of my head there were only 19 treasures. Maybe there are 20. Hard to recall. The version we're going to be looking at today...
You're only striving to find them.
Yeah, that's true.
You only find 19.
You only find 19 out of 20. That's the completion ratio that's expected here. That makes sense. So after that, they came out with a gray box release. That's not... the version I have, I think, is from a later collection, I believe. It is from a later collection that they're selling over on GOG. But this is closer to this. The packaging material that I'm going to be looking at. They had these packaging material they would put out in these gray boxes, which, if you'll forgive the term, they refer to as feelies. But at the time, it seemed very cool. This was in the 80s, remember? We didn't know.
This is the version of Hitchhikers I have.
Yes.
I still have the box.
I had that. I had that too. I don't know if I still have the box or not. There's a bunch of cool stuff in there. That as you get further in, the stuff they put in the box gets cooler and cooler, and then it progressively gets less cool as you get much later on because then they, Activision. Anyway, we don't need to worry about Activision right now. We're still in 1980.
Even then, okay.
Yeah. I remember when all we needed from them was Pitfall, and that was it. But they should have stuck with Pitfall. Granted, that wouldn't have helped their bottom line, but it would have helped my sanity. So, like the back of the box that they put out, the gray box had, these lovely display. You were supposed to get a Zork mid, then they never did that apparently. Very few people actually got a hold of a Zork mid, the unit of currency in the Great Underground Empire. And you see there's basically this manual that comes with it that has the story of the Bellicose King. I read this morning. This is when they're adding some lore after the fact. Something that that I noticed that folks will notice is that this is not a serious game. A lot of the names are just basically whatever words they can come up with that seem strange and they can put Z's in, essentially. And there's an entire dynasty of rulers called the Flathead Dynasty. The one you hear most about is Lord Dimwit Flathead. He's the one who's graven image appears on the Zork mid. There is lore that gets established, and the fascinating thing to me about this is that in later games they built more and more on this lore until you get to like Beyond Zork, which has like an entire like encyclopedia that they sold with the game. And I remember as a kid having when I got Beyond Zork, I read through that encyclopedia because it was cool to me. I remember very little from it now, but that's in the future. We need not worry. So we're going to be looking at Zork 1. So without further ado, we're going to be looking at Zork 1 here. And trying to sort of dive at it. I am not too worried about cheating. I plan to look at maps regularly as we're doing this. Because there will come a point, we can tinker around and play around and do stuff, but there will come a point where it's like, if we get stuck...
The pleb run through.
Yes, we're probably going to do the pleb run through. We can try to... we can try to work just off memory if we want to, but I don't know. I have too many windows open right now, and I worry about the possibilities of drawing maps. I worry about that.
Let me scroll up my dot matrix printer paper.
Oh God!
And tear off a sheet so I can and grab a pen so I can take notes.
Oh dear God! You know, there's there's a command in here that will not work now with my printer, but was intended for dot matrix printers, which you can actually create a running transcript of the game as it goes. And I remember doing that as a kid.
So great.
I think I did it with Hitchhikers at some point, where it would print every time, in new lines it would print. Okay, all right, let's get going.
Yeah.
And see if we can remember anything at all. Okay, let me switch up this real quick. I'm going to fade out that music, and now I will start the darker music. Slightly.
I'm just here to listen to the darker music.
You actually bring the volume up to a point where the darker music can be heard. All right, and we're gonna have that looping for a while. Also just checking to see if I need to turn it. Well, if I need to turn it down, I'll know. Okay. Here it is.
Spooky.
All right, I'm gonna actually. I will turn it down just a tiny bit.
Not hearing it, I'm gonna try to harmonize. Oh.
Yes. Join us in the Great Underground Empire, the former Great Underground Empire. I think it's collapsed by the point this game starts. We'll see what lies underground. Okay. All right. I will stop fiddling with the volume now. All right. I'm going to press the play button now. Heavens help us.
You need more memory to play this game.
No! Used up the whole megabyte. All right. This may look familiar to some of us. Zork 1, The Great Underground Empire. Copyright 1981, 1982, 1983, Infocom. All rights reserved. West of house, you are standing in an open field west of a white house with a boarded front door. There is a small mailbox here. Constable Deus has said that he is hoping we get to make friends with the local worms. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't remember worms in this game. I guess we'll figure it out. I'm going to be doing a lot of going back and forth from the environment of this game to other stuff and other documents that I can look at as we go.
I'm pretty sure that's what's underground, the worms.
Possibly. We don't really know what grooves look like. I guess we'll figure it out. So, shall we do the obvious?
Ignore the mailbox. Yeah,
Yeah,
I never don't check. Nobody checks their mail.
No, you're right. You're right. I have to have this experience. It's very important to me. Okay, there's a leaflet. I'm going to look cautiously at the leaflet. Welcome to Zork. Zork is a game of adventure, danger, and low cunning. In it, you will explore some of the most amazing territory ever seen by mortals. No computer should be without one. I'm going to close the mailbox again. We don't need the leaflet, really. Okay. I also never really figured out the wound system in this game. I suppose it's possible. I'm going to do this thing, though I'm going to use the verbose command so that because I forget stuff very easily. This is what we have.
That's good. What we don't have is a dot matrix printer printing out everything so that we can check back.
Yeah.
So verbose is good.
This is very true. Okay. 1 meg is greater than 640K, which is more than anyone should ever need. You're right.
It's true. Oh,
so,
I'm gonna sidetrack us one last time. In that,
sure.
I was recently watching a video because I got into emulating because I picked up a Steam Deck.
Oh yeah.
And one of the things brought up about it was when you're emulating older games and the program will like go and download box art for you. And the box art is larger than the game itself by many megabytes.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
okay,
wonderful.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries. No worries. So, I have the map prepared. I'm going to very briefly show everyone the map. This is not the entire map. This is the above ground map. So that I can stare at it, if need be. But that said, would you like to navigate for a while, or what do you want to do?
Oh no! You go ahead, and I would like to make snarky comments as we do this.
Okay, sure. No, that's perfectly fine. However you'd like to go. Okay, so look at the house. The house is a beautiful colonial house, which is painted white. It is clear that the owners must have been extremely wealthy. You know, I remember when I first became aware of this game. I saw it in a store, in a toy store, possibly, and where a computer was running it, and someone was playing it, and I saw them walking around it said in the White House, and I thought at that time that they were talking about the White House in Washington D.C. They were not.
No.
Because then it was like, wait, there are dungeons under the White House? Which there might be, still, actually.
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Depends who you're bowling with.
That is true. So that being the case, let me actually, just so that I'll be able to, good God. You know, when you do something like this, there's a lot of, there's a lot of screen real estate one has to deal with. Let me see where I want to put the map. I'm going to cautiously put the map over this other screen on the right, but I'm not going to maximize it because then that will give us trouble with displaying the captions. But I've discovered that if I leave screens open, that'll happen. I'll see if I can read that, and I'll kind of go from there. All right. So,
come on, we got to work on this first point.
Yes,
I have a score of 0. It's bothering me.
Okay, we'll try. We'll see what we can do. All right. North of house. You are facing the north side of the White House. There is no door here, and all the windows are boarded up. To the north, a narrow path winds through the trees. I just wander around aimlessly outside, I guess, for a while before we actually get into the house. That's doable.
There's no door. How does a house not have a door?
It does. It's just got a boarded front door. That's the thing. It's front door is boarded up, and apparently we do not have any way of removing boards.
No, there is no door here. All right, on the north of the house.
No door here, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No door
right.
here.
That's fair.
Yeah. Because that's the front door was west of the house, is from where you could see the front door. Also, the way this is worded gets really sort of ambiguous because it's like, which way do I go? There's a path winding through a dimly lit forest. Path heads north-south here. One particularly large tree with some low branches stands at the edge of the path. You hear in the distance the chirping of a songbird. This is important. I remember this tree. Nothing special about the tree, and yet it has low branches. Was the mimic sick and not wanting company today? I don't know, maybe. Where is the mimic? We are now up a tree. You're about 10 feet above the ground, nestled among some large branches. The nearest branch above you is above your reach. Beside you on the branch is a small bird's nest. In the bird's nest is a large egg encrusted with precious jewels, apparently scavenged by a childless songbird. The egg is covered with fine gold inlay and ornamented in lapis lazuli and mother of pearl. Unlike most eggs, this one is hinged and closed with a delicate-looking clasp. The egg appears extremely fragile. Excellent! Let's steal from a motherless songbird.
I mean, or just open the egg.
You'd like to
break the egg. Scramble eggs.
You have neither the tools nor the expertise to open the egg. We could break the egg, but that will destroy what's inside. We can take it. If you'd like to break the egg, I'll save the game first.
No. I'm not. Look, I'm newly into this world. I'm not destructive yet. It hasn't hurt me yet.
Sure you don't want to break the egg?
Sure.
What do you want to break the egg with? Hands? Trying to destroy the jewel-encrusted egg with a pair of hands is futile! Alright. Apparently it's made of sterner stuff. We'll get this egg open one way or another.
This is a really tough, fragile egg.
I know. What the hell? Climb down. Down the tree? Yes. Thank you for assuming that. Forest path. We're back in the forest path. Apparently, there's a weird kind of,
Take a branch. Take a low branch. Beat the egg with a branch.
An interesting idea. It doesn't care. There are paths.
Bitch.
Yeah, we could wander around the forest for a little while. I'm not. Oh. There's the thing. There is a thing. You're in a clearing with a forest surrounding you on all sides. The path leads south. On the ground is a pile of leaves.
Jump in the leaves.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah. Yes.
Good. There was no verb in that sentence. Damn you. Zork, at your service, it says. It doesn't know that yet. Okay. It won't find. I guess it might not be able to tell you, respond to who am I until hitchhikers. I'm not sure. It's been a while. In disturbing the pile of leaves, a grating is revealed. Taken. I have a pile of leaves, apparently.
Now I can enjoy myself everywhere.
Exactly. And what are leaves for, if not enjoyment?
Can't leave. Oh my god!
I'm just remembering these little Easter eggs every now and then. Things to try.
Ah, that's something. That is. Oh, do they do the shortcuts? So like you don't have to look, you can do X leaves. Short for examine.
Oh, no, they don't do that shortcut, no. They do have L for look. I don't know if I can do that for... The grating, I think, is another way through, but I think you can only open it from the other side, or there's a key or something.
Can we weigh the leaves? Oh, we don't have a scale.
Damn it!
It's gonna give.
That sounds familiar. There's a thing where you weigh leaves, and I can't remember. I'm going to drop the leaves here. Because I don't think you actually use them for anything else. I don't think.
Do we get matches? Flint and steel. Burn the leaves.
We might get matches eventually, yeah. We might get matches eventually. I'm going to save again. This is how I get into this. I got into this habit, by the way, everyone. Our score is 5, by the way. We made some points. The forest becomes impenetrable to the north. Oh. Oh no, yeah, I'm in the clearing. Okay. And there's an endless loop off to the east. It's not immediately to the east. And then there's a way to go that gets weird if we go south. If we go to the west. Let's see. And to the east is a dimly lit forest with large trees all around. You hear in the distance chirping of a songbird who's probably very disappointed in me. If I go to the east again, it's just going to be go east until you get out, which we're not doing that. I'm so glad I have the map right now. I would be very impatient right now if I had to map this. There's another clearing here. You're in a small clearing in a well-marked forest path that extends to the east and west. If I go east from here, it'll show us... Just in terms of looking... We're going to be hitting the house soon. I just wanted to see what's out here. Canyon view. You're at the top of the Great Canyon, on its west wall. From here, there is a marvelous view of the canyon and parts of the frigid river upstream. Across the canyon, the walls of the White Cliffs join the mighty ramparts of the Flathead Mountains to the east. Following the canyon upstream to the north, Arcane Falls may be seen complete with rainbow. Ah, okay, that'll be important later. The mighty frigid river flows out from a great dark cavern. To the west and south can be seen an immense forest stretching for miles around. A path leads northwest. It is possible to climb down into the canyon from here. I don't know that that's a great idea right this second, but let me...
jump into the canyon.
Let me jump into the canyon.
It says we can't climb. Doesn't
No, it
say
says
we can't jump.
No, it says it is possible. It says it is possible, so we could climb down. However... No, that's me. Jump. Nice view, lousy place to jump. You have died. Now let's take a look here. Well, you probably deserve another chance. I can't quite fix you up completely. But you can't have everything. Forest! To the east there appears to be sunlight. I now have no idea which part of the forest we're in.
Just load. Just load.
Yeah. Hang on. Restore.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Okay, we're back. See, canyon view. We're good.
Pardon my insanity.
Oh, no worries. We're here for it.
Don't skip near the edge of a canyon. Fine.
There is a thing I actually was curious about. See, that's the thing. In these games, back in these days, you could die instantly, and if you did not have the game saved, you're out of luck.
I started over. I don't know why. Even then, I just didn't save. I just didn't. I got frustrated with games because I just kept starting them over.
Wow. Yeah, no, it's understandable. I mean, I think I probably did that until I got to the point I was like, no, I have to know. Let me go ahead and open up the data here. There's a map. There's a map I want to take a look at real quick. Just because we've now had this description, right?
The pretty map?
Yeah, I'm going to open the pretty map real quick if I can remember where I put it. Let's see. Yes, here it is. Here, it's going to be any moment now. I'm going to stumble across it. Here we go. All right, there it. Okay. Because I think this is in the. the gray box Zork. I don't know. I never had the gray box. But, here's the river. Or a river. I don't know if it's the river.
That the waterfall there? Yeah.
I think it is? Yeah. That makes sense.
That has to be the waterfall.
Okay. Yeah. Let me
I don't think it depicts the canyon very well.
Let me see. Top of the Great Canyon of the west wall. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here is a marvelous view of the canyon, the frigid river, white cliffs, falls complete with rainbow, flows out from a great dark cavern. To the west and south can be seen immense forest. White cliffs join the Flathead Mountains. So, are these supposed to be the Flathead Mountains, like way up here?
I think so. Yeah.
This is the dark. This is the, I guess, the dark chasm it comes out of, canyon it comes out, or whatever.
I don't.
But yeah. So, like, where are we seeing this from?
I think is
the canyon like here-ish?
Is the single tree the tree that we're in, or we were in?
I don't know. I don't think we're that close to the coast, but maybe this is kind of the canyon here. I don't know.
Are we in the woods on the other side?
Maybe. Like, we're clearly on the eastern continent. There are 2 continents apparently. I read this morning in this empire, so the coast is right here. So we must be on the eastern continent, which makes sense because they moved the capital there. And I think that's where the Flathead Mountains are. Yeah. There's this long period, long industrial period where there was like, I can make the empire twice as big by digging down. I have to imagine that if they were going to turn this into like a TV show or a movie or something, that it would be very tongue-in-cheek. They'd have to go like the sort of Discworld Coen Brothers type route with this in order to have it in some kind of cohesive thing, you know? Because like you have to, that's the trouble. It's one of those things where you have the silly names and you have to take them seriously in order for it to work, right? I don't know. In any case,
do something where your character respawns, jumps off a cliff.
Oh god!
And then you can just get like rewound back.
If they get that meta with it, then yeah, that'd be a completely different thing. That wouldn't be an adaptation of that so much as it would. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Anyway, let's see. Oh right, let me actually adjust the my view of the map here. Yeah, I don't need the north portion. I can just look at the southernmost portion right now. This is the above ground map that I'm looking at again. Where if anyone wants to see it, you've got the canyon goes down here, and then there's a ledge, and there's more stuff, and you can get to the end of the rainbow apparently. All right, we've become curious enough about this canyon that I think actually this might warrant looking real quick. I feel. All right. So.
You want to climb down into climb? Oh,
I'm climbed down. Rocky ledge. You're on a ledge about halfway up the wall of the river canyon. You can see, yeah, it's a river canyon, so that spot in the middle must have been. This spot in the middle, yeah. I think this has got to be the canyon.
Yeah, must be.
It's just not drawn as a canyon.
Bubbly brook.
You can see from here that the main flow from Arcane Falls twists along a passage, which is it is impossible for you to enter. Below you is the canyon bottom. Above you is more cliff, which appears climbable. Wait a minute. Ah, so if this is the word for flathead, no, I'm not going to start trying to decode this. That's going to take forever. All right.
I was looking at it. I've spent too much time translating Arabesh lately.
Oh yeah.
For Star Wars, so like I'm like, well, in Arabic that's a nope, don't go there. Don't go there.
No. Nope, it's too much. These new headphones hurt my ears. Okay. I am discovering. Okay. Yeah. I played too many of the Scott Adams games where you just it's 2 words.
They all have their. Did you? I tried programming some of these text adventures before, where they allow you to put in like your own like look, and then like what alternatives will you accept for look.
Oh, nice. I'm just doing a quick thing here. All right. Canyon bottom. You are beneath the walls of the river canyon, which may be climbable here. The lesser part of the runoff of Arcane Falls flows by below. To the north is a narrow path. Yeah, but it doesn't know the word.
It doesn't know the word that it gave us.
Examine. That's the word we used to use a lot. Try some bone-conducting headphones sometimes. Yeah, I need to think about that. It gets weird for me sometimes with these things. It's like, I have these. And I only wear, as folks have seen me on here, I may switch to these in a little bit if this keeps hurting. As folks have seen, I usually only wear it over one ear because I can't take everything getting shut out from the outside. It freaks me out.
That's my preferred state, shutting out everything else.
Shutting everything out. Over-ear headphones were so cool when I was a kid. But now I'm like, I gotta hear everything or I'm gonna lose it. We are at the end of the rainbow, by the way. You're on a small rocky beach on the
Take the pot of gold.
Take the pot of gold. Interesting you should mention that. You're on a small rocky beach on the continuation of the frigid river past the falls. The beach is narrow due to the presence of the white cliffs. The river canyon opens here and sunlight shines in from above. A rainbow crosses over the falls to the east, and a narrow path continues to the southwest. Don't see any gold here. You can't go that way. Yet. I remember. This is as far as we can go here, I'm pretty sure. Unless we jump in the river. I don't think we can jump in the river from here, actually. That's elsewhere. Alright. Wait, what? Southwest. Canyon bottom. Up. Rocky ledge. Up. Back to the canyon view. Okay. To the west, we're going to run into more forest. And if we head northwest, we are south of the house. Again, I'm really glad to have the map.
Yeah.
I don't know what my brain's going to do if I sit down and try to actually map this stuff out. One of the most horrifying things about this, if you like mapping in games, is that it's a problem, right? Because if you're drawing, say, and it's even worse if you're drawing on graph paper. In a game like this, Infocom in particular, infamous for this, you try to draw a room, and going north doesn't necessarily mean that you can go south to get back to the same room. Because it's like, it's more sort of eyeballing. Well, the path kind of curved around, so you're actually going southwest. There's no way to know that until you're already there.
The path goes north from where you were, but ends up
exactly
in this location.
Exactly. Oh boy. Okay. All right.
Both literal and annoying. Literally annoying.
Yeah. This is true. So if we go west, we're going to get back to the west of the house. We have explored pretty much everything that's up here we can get at right now, I think. Except for that one weird forest area that we ended up in when we were resurrected. But that's its own thing. That's not that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else there right now we can look at.
Okay.
East, behind house. You are behind the White House. A path leads into the forest to the east. In one corner of the house, there is a small window which is slightly ajar. East of here is that clearing that we were just in. That leads down to that has the path down into the canyon. Okay. Open window. With great effort, you open the window far enough to allow entry. Kitchen. You're in the kitchen of the White House. A table seems to have been used recently for the preparation of food. A passage leads to the west, and a dark staircase can be seen leading upward. A dark chimney leads down, and to the east is a small window which is open. I forgot about the chimney. On the table is an elongated brown sack smelling of hot peppers. So someone's been here recently. A bottle is sitting on the table. The glass bottle contains a quantity of water. For the life of me, I cannot remember what the hell we use these items for, but get the bottle.
Get the bottle.
The sack. You prefer take or get? Is that an item of great controversy?
I prefer get.
I think
anything with less typing in these games.
A lot of people do. I learned take from the original adventures that I did.
Yeah.
It wasn't until later that I learned get. I think I just sort of switch back and forth now.
I used to sit with these games and thesaurus.
Opening the brown sack reveals a lunch and a clove of garlic. I think we use the garlic for something very specific later.
Okay.
I think we can put other things in the sack. There's no room. We cannot put other things in the sack.
You have to take out the lunch first.
There's nothing special about the lunch. Nothing special about the clove of garlic. I'm going to close the sack for now. There is, I think, a limit to how much we can carry.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Is it a quantity of carry?
I don't know. Not sure.
There's a quantity of water. Whether that quantity fills the bottle or not, we don't know. But there's a quantity of water in the bottle.
It's true. We have no way of knowing whether this bottle is half full or half empty.
There could be drops of water at the bottom. It could be enough to like wet your lip, but do nothing more.
That's very fair. That's very fair. A passage leads to the west, and a dark staircase can be seen leading upward. A chimney leads. This chimney is going to give me all kinds of. It's too early to go down the chimney. Maybe.
Go into the darkness.
Gonna save.
Coward.
Yes, the proper way is to die and then get resurrected and try to figure out where you are.
And then do the same thing again and again and again.
Yeah. I think there's I think that's a definition for something. Only Santa Claus climbs down chimneys. Oh, okay. We cannot, in fact, climb down the chimney.
Gonna go up the stairs?
You have moved into a dark place. It is pitch black. You are likely to be eaten by a grue.
What's a grue?
The grue is a sinister, lurking presence in the dark places of the earth. Its favorite diet is adventurers, but its insatiable appetite is tempered by its fear of light. No grue has ever been seen by the light of day, and few have survived its fearsome jaws to tell the tale. Well, that's all I need to know about that room right now.
What? Wait,
What?
I have a question.
Yes.
If there are grue, why was the decision to expand down to the underground.
Funny you should mention that. Apparently, the way they talk about it, we determine if the water is holy water. I don't know. I think it might become holy water later. I'm not sure. Well, the thing is, I mean, did you? Was there something else you wanted to do in the darkness?
No.
We can. Okay. Yeah. The thing about the what was I going to say? Apparently, according to the history that I read this morning, if you go down, according to the history, there was already this big network of caverns that they discovered over on this continent, that they just sort of attached to. And then they decided to dig more. The Flatheads were not particularly, let's just say that they were not that concerned about the lives of the people having to go down there. I'll put it that way, just to put it kindly. That's what I think.
Okay.
And there were inhabitants down there. That's the thing. There were already, like, trolls and dwarves and what have you. Trolls and gnomes. Actually, I don't know if they have dwarves in this, but they have gnomes.
And Gru, apparently.
And Gru. We don't know what they look like, but they're all over There is, like, a depiction of a Gru in a sort of choose-your-own-adventure type book that came out a while ago. Where they look kind of sort of humanoid with big heads and claws. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I have a feeling they're slightly more eldritch. Slightly. Living room. You're in the living room. There's a doorway to the east, a wooden door with strange Gothic lettering to the west, which appears to be nailed shut. It's the way out. It's the front door. A trophy case, and a large oriental rug in the center of the room. Above the trophy case hangs an elvish sword of great antiquity. A battery-powered brass lantern is on the trophy case. As far as I'm concerned, this is how we win the game. We have the lamp.
Lamp is love.
That's all we really needed. I'll take the sword too. Why not? Nothing special about the sword.
There really is
Lies.
nothing special about any of it.
Lamp's turned off. The engravings translate to "this space intentionally left blank." And again is the,
God damn it.
the Gothic lettering.
God damn it.
The Sable Deus is trying to get us to trade our lamp. No, I will not trade my lamp. Wooden door with a strange Gothic lettering to the west appears to be nailed shut. A trophy case and a light. Here's the thing. Here's the thing again, also about these old games. This was mostly what developers found funny. They were writing it for themselves. They wrote this at MIT for themselves. This was not. This was just like other. This was mostly like other programmers will get this and find it funny. That was it.
Those fucking pages too. The space is intentionally left blank. No, you put words on it.
The trophy case is empty. Opened. So, isn't there like there should be a sign here? Or maybe I'm just imagining it. Huh.
Examine the rug.
There's nothing special about the carpet. And Stable Deus says, as a former dev, no architect, I completely understand. So, okay, so there's no indicator, no in-world indicator that what you actually need to do is put your treasures into the trophy case, where apparently they will be safe. Apparently. But
They're not safe on your person?
Oh no. There's a reason for that.
How rude.
We'll probably meet that reason later in the game. I have put the egg in the trophy case. Note now that our score is 20.
Beginner.
Your collection of treasures, it says, consists of a jewel-encrusted egg. So you just kind of had to figure this out, right? Anyway, we've got a lamp now. Let's go back and look upstairs.
Never would have done that. 100% I would have failed this game.
I don't know how I knew. I thought there was a sign on the trophy case that said put things in the case. But I'm remembering that wrong, apparently, or this version just doesn't have it. The brass lantern is now on. This is the attic. The only exit is a stairway leading down. A large coil of rope is lying in the corner. On a table is a nasty-looking knife. Excellent. Get rope. Get
I only take rope if it's at least 50 feet.
Oh yeah, that's important. Is it 50 feet? It will not tell us.
How long is the rope?
We have a quantity of rope.
A large coil quantity of rope.
Yes. Let's see. Apparently it's a nasty looking knife, but there's nothing special about the nasty knife. Except it's a weapon we can use when we need to. Alright. I think that's everything that's in here. There's a table here. The table is empty. Like my soul. Okay. There's nothing but dust under the table. Alright, I'm done. I don't know why I'm turning this off and on, because I'm going to turn it on again in a moment, but who knows. Trying to save power. The lamp does eventually die, I think.
It does have a battery.
Yeah. Yeah. No way to recharge it. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready for this? With a great effort, the rug is moved to one side of the room, revealing the dusty cover of a closed trapdoor. I remember something.
Go back down through the chimney. I've decided I'm Santa.
Yes. Did you think it's a magic carpet? Yeah. Trapdoor is closed. The door reluctantly opens to reveal a rickety staircase descending into darkness. It's important that we save. All right. Shall we head down?
Do you want to turn the lamp on first?
Yeah, sure. Just invite more Grus to the party. You do eventually, if you know, we could wander around for a while and get eaten by a Gru if we really want to, but here we are. The trapdoor crashes shut, and you hear someone barring it. This is where it's messed up. Who was up there? They never answer this question. I have a theory that it might be this person that we meet later, but I'm not sure. Cellar. You are in a dark and damp cellar with a narrow passageway leading north and a crawlway to the south. On the west is the bottom of a steep metal ramp, which is unclimbable. Your sword is glowing with a faint blue glow. A ramp. I'm trying to think where the ramp might lead. Let me switch maps real quick. We're now underground.
That is a pretty great underground.
Let's see. So, like, this map down here, this is the second page, right? I'm originally reading this legend now. It's a passageway. Right. This is what they came out with the Invisiclues. I also have the Invisiclues, by the way, or a translation of translation, an adaptation of the Invisiclues, if we decide we need them, which we will look at later. If we want to just get a little bit at a time instead of just opening up the giant book, the giant, massively destructive book. All horizontal passages leave the room in the direction shown. Vertical passages are labeled U for up and D for down. Avoid unnecessarily giving away problems. This map lists only those objects immediately visible when entering a room. Only objects which can be taken or used are listed. Objects which are merely part of a room or not. Where more than one direction leads to the same place, all are not necessarily down. We have the rope, we have the nasty knife. We have all of these items that we've needed to pick up. We are in the cellar. Raiding room. Let's see. I'm looking for... There's a coal mine up there. We don't need that yet. You just need to look down here. Reservoir, loud room, round room, maze. Oh, the maze. The maze is down here, right? Yeah, we'll look at the maze later. I'm just looking for the cellar. Wait, you guys get past chasm? No. Where did we just go?
To cellar. Slide room. So, right. No. So up, up, up. Up a little bit more. There we go. Slide room.
Ah! The slide room also goes to the cellar. We need to find the cellar. I feel like we're not far from the cellar. Land of the Dead. There's the cellar! Cellar's over here. Okay. I have found the cellar.
Good Lord.
I just needed to figure out where we were. Okay. It's a big map. All right. Sword is glowing with a faint blue glow. Dark and damp cellar with a narrow passageway leading north and a crawlway to the south. On the west is the bottom of a steep metal ramp which is unclimbable. Which there's a chute that we can which we saw earlier that we're gonna find later that can put us back down here if we need it. You can go north or south.
I don't like the map. It tells me things.
Yeah, that is a problem. I could find a less forthcoming map if you like.
No, it's fine. I just won't look at it.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I guess we could go north or south.
Flip a coin. And they go now north or south.
I have flipped an internal coin. East of chasm. You're on the east edge of a chasm, the bottom of which cannot be seen. A narrow passage goes north, and the path you are on continues to the east. Your sword is no longer glowing.
Oh. Oh.
Jumping there also does the same thing.
It puts you back in the forest?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
East of chasm.
I was gonna suggest throwing the lantern.
Throw the lantern into the chasm.
Yeah, I want to see the bottom.
At the thief. Wait, what? Oh, wait, shit.
What? There's a thief?
I'm sorry, I didn't even notice. Someone carrying a large bag is casually leaning against one of the walls here. He does not speak, but it is clear from his aspect that the bag will be taken only over his dead body. Your sword has begun to glow very brightly.
We should read.
We should read. We cannot fight this guy right now. And we now no longer have our lamp.
We can't win this fight right now.
No, we cannot.
But I think before you restore, we should try.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's no. Well, oh, okay. The thief's weapon is knocked to the floor, leaving him unarmed. The thief has just left. Thief just left carrying his large bag. You may not have noticed that he robbed you blind first. Well, blind is a good word for it. That was amazing that that just happened randomly. Because it's pitch black, and we are likely to be eaten by a grue. It doesn't tell us what his weapon is. I happen to know what his weapon is. It is too dark to see, however.
I love stilettos.
This is going to be really tough trying to do this. We're in an art gallery, apparently. Most of the paintings have been stolen by vandals with exceptional taste. The vandals left through either the north or west exits. Fortunately, there's still one chance for you to be a vandal, for on the far wall is a painting of unparalleled beauty. We're just going to have to do this again. Because I got to restore. I got to restore. North. I'm not going to be there long enough to encounter that goddamn thief again.
I love that my one instinct to throw the lamp immediately results in a catastrophe of errors. No, go on. What's north?
Oh, this is even... north is even better. I have everything still? Good. The troll room. This is a small room with passages to the east and south and a forbidding hole leading west. Bloodstains and deep scratches, perhaps made by an axe, mar the walls. A nasty-looking troll brandishing a bloody axe blocks all passages out of your room. Your sword has begun to glow very brightly. This is the fight we're actually supposed to have, I think, at this point.
So, normal man thief cannot kill. Troll, yeah. No problem.
Yeah, it might be a problem. Troll isn't much of a conversationalist. The troll pauses for a moment, perhaps thinking that you should reread the manual. We're supposed to attack the troll. I think that's all I can do. I mean, I could look at the troll. Branching a bloody axe blocks. Screw it. All right, here we go. A quick stroke, but the troll is on guard. The axe sweeps past you as you jump aside. Unfortunately, there's no strategy here. You just keep pressing again. A good stroke, but it's too slow. The troll dodges the troll's swing, almost knocks you over as you barely parry in time. And we've died. A good slash, but it misses the troll by a mile. The troll's axe removes your head. It appears that the last blow was too much for you. I'm afraid you're dead. It
appears losing your head is too much.
It might be.
It might be. I've gone a bit too far.
Just a tad.
So wait. So this is a random encounter that you mostly lose and sometimes win.
Yep.
To move forward in this game.
I think you win more often than you lose.
Not in our games, Jim. Not in our games.
Okay, troll's momentarily disoriented, can't fight back. The troll slowly regains his feet. Your sword misses the troll by an inch. The troll's swing almost knocks you over as you barely parry in time. A good slash, but it misses the troll by a mile. The troll swings, the blade turns on your armor. Armor? But crashes broadside into your head. And we have died.
Lord, good Lord.
I don't think there's anything else we can do. You have been killed. You have been killed once. You have a light wound, which will be cured after 30 moves. You can be killed by one more light wound. You have been killed once. I'm gonna try one more time.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna look at some things because I don't think there's a trick to killing the troll. I think it's just fighting the troll until you win.
Alright, hold on. Alright.
Locks on your sword is beginning to glow. The axe gets you right in the side out. Ah, dang it. Alright. Are we ready?
Alright.
Alright. After your sword knocks out the troll. The unarmed troll cannot defend himself. He dies. Jesus. Unfortunately, he's like, not like it's a good idea to kill someone while they're unconscious, but whatever. Not like a thing one should do. Almost as soon as the troll breathes his last breath, a cloud of sinister black fog envelops him, and when the fog lifts, the carcass has disappeared. Your sword is no longer glowing. What is that about? Do all trolls die that way? Or is that just this troll?
I have nothing. Get his axe.
Okay. There's bloody axe here. Your load is too heavy, and especially in light of your condition. Oh. Yeah, it did hit us.
Oh.
You have a light wound, which will be cured after 26 moves, so we can't pick anything else up right now.
Well, you know...
But we can wander around
by moving south, and then north, and then south, and then north 13 times.
Yeah. We'll run into the thief again, and he'll take our lamp. That's a great plan.
Oh my.
I actually think we might want to take a quick break. Would that be all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I just want to leap up and grab some things, and what have you. All right. We're going to be back with this comedy of errors in just a moment as we continue through this place. In the meantime, we will take a quick break. We will see you shortly. we have returned. And I was just staring at this map, trying desperately to figure some things out that I don't think can be figured out, really. I'll need to look something up and see if there are translations for these things.
I've been looking. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah. It's like if this
yet.
is N and this is S and this is W and this is E. There's too much. There's too much. Okay. All right. Back in we go. I had these weird thoughts about like how would you try to turn this world into like an RPG world, and I think people have tried things similarly. It's not like the experience of playing a game like this. For that, did I ever told you about Action Castle and that line of games, the Parsley games?
That was the thing I was looking up that I had bought on Kickstarter before we started. Was I bought Parsley games and I couldn't find my copy of it, but I found the download link in my email, which is no longer active. So I need to find my download of it.
Yeah.
Because I still have not played, but there's such a great concept.
Yeah, it's basically this, but it's yeah, but you are the computer. It's a thing I used to do on the playground when I was a kid. Like as performance art. And no, sadly we cannot read Zork I's. But
is that the language?
I don't know. I don't know what the language is. Quindorian? I don't know. Well, Quindor was on the western continent, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, that used to be the whole empire, though, so it's hard to know. Maybe if we get as far as like Beyond Zork, when a lot of the lore starts coming together, then it will make more sense. Maybe. Where are we? We're in the troll room. There's a bloody axe here that we can't pick up. But at least not yet. What do we have? Okay, there's a maze immediately west of here, so I don't know if going to the maze is a great idea yet. I feel like maybe we could take another run at, if we hang out here for too long. Yeah. No, not at, dear God, no. There's actually a very specific time during this game, I remember, when you're supposed to kill him. And that time is not yet.
Okay.
Although, I made the mistake of, sometimes if you're generous to the thief, you can distract him long enough to get away. I need to remember that. I'm trying to think the fastest way to get above ground, or I'm trying to remember. Yes. Well, no, the fastest way would be the same direction we went. The thief just showed up there randomly. Maybe he won't be there. We can give it a try.
All right.
Okay. Back in the cellar.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to continue south, back to the east of the chasm.
Now throw the lamp.
Now throw the lamp. Yeah. Dang it. Yeah. This is an art gallery. Most of the paintings have been stolen by men. I don't think probably can't pick up the painting because,
Right, but we can look at its unparalleled beauty.
There's nothing special about the painting.
Or we can't.
Yeah. Your load is too heavy, especially in light and rig. Okay, well, got 19 more moves. Let's see. North? Studio. This appears to have been an artist's studio. The walls and floors are spattered with paints of 69 different colors. Nice. Strangely enough, nothing of value is hanging here. At the south end of the room is an open door, also covered with paint. A dark and narrow chimney leads up from a fireplace. Although you might be able to get up it seems unlikely you could get back down. Loosely attached to a wall is a small piece of paper. Congratulations! You are the privileged owner of Zork I, the Great Underground Empire, a self-contained and self-maintaining universe. If used and maintained in accordance with normal operating practices for small universes, Zork will provide many months of trouble-free operation. actually want to think about that philosophically for a moment?
You're. I just want to go back 1 second with the paints of 69 different colors where you said nice, and I believe you meant nice.
No, if you call it out, then does it become too much? In this day and age, you have to be careful with memes.
Aw.
However, we can get back above ground here. You can't get up there with what you're carrying. Damn it! We could drop stuff in this room, but it's not safe.
Well, we're not getting up that way.
Nope, not right now anyway. Maybe later. 12 more moves before we can take more stuff. Like, we could drop something here and then come back. I mean...
Well,
the weird thing about the Thief is that we can eventually get our stuff back later. But it's gonna take a while.
Presumably, is it just because we can't climb up because of our condition? Will we be able to climb up with the stuff that we have in a moment?
That's a great question.
Well, 12 moves, to be precise.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. You can give it a try. I'm gonna save again. I'm gonna wait. You're in perfect health. Can't get up there with what you're carrying.
Alright.
Like, there comes a point at which that I'm a little curious about. Yeah. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something terrible. Hang on. I think you can't carry very much to get up there.
What are you carrying? The weight of the world on my shoulders.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't get up. You can't get up the chimney with that.
We can carry just the sword and the lamp, and we can get back up into the kitchen. Greg is doing the Gru chant. Hi, Greg. Gru. Understandable.
Hey, it's not dark.
Yeah, that's true. So we made it back up into the kitchen. Which, we're already recovered, so my purpose in coming back here is moot. But at least we got to see how it works.
Alright, load.
Well, I mean, let me just check. If we go back down...
Does it slam shut again?
It does. Dang nabbit. There comes a point when it stays open, I just can't remember what it is.
Who keeps doing that?
I think it might be the Thief, maybe? It's hard to know. Zork Owner's Manual. Apparently we have the Owner's Manual now.
Oh, is that the piece of paper?
Yeah, but our load is too heavy to pick up this painting. We're gonna have to periodically drop stuff, unfortunately. Why didn't I bring the egg? There's a reason why I want the egg. I was foolish. Hang on. I'm just gonna restore because... Hang on. I'm glad it understands these complex...
Yeah, I'm actually impressed.
I had a reason for this. There's a reason why I want to carry the egg around. No way!
Yes! Yes! Throw the egg.
Your lamp is smashed into the floor and the light has gone out. You are left in the dark. There, Greg. Are you happy now?
Not yet. Grew.
Not yet.
Grew.
Oh no, a lurking Gru slithered into the room and devoured you. There. See? Okay. Yeah. I want to leave things in a more central area than here, I think. Oh, I can't pick up the manual. Summon Gru. Oh no. I'm so sad. So the cellar will eventually be a more central area. What do we not need right now? I mean, we don't need these additional weapons. I don't think we need the knife while we have the sword. I don't know if we're gonna need the lunch or the garlic yet. There's a place where we're gonna need the garlic. I think we can leave the sack probably. Let's see.
just trying out different ways to do things.
Yes. I'm just gonna carry this around for right now and see where we get with it.
Okay.
And there we go. Okay. All right, troll room. So we have the possibility of going. We could pick up this axe now if we wanted to, or we could leave it. I'm just gonna leave it here for now. I think I don't feel as though we absolutely need to go grabbing these other things yet.
Okay.
Until we can successfully get things to places. Let's see. Where should we go? Let me check out. If I go into the maze, then there's way too much stuff. But I mean, there's a bunch of stuff in there we could pick up. It's things that lead to different things, but I don't know if we need to be there this early in the game. It's the only thing that I'm just sort of examining, trying to figure out. I'm holding the map off screen. I'm not putting it down into the screen because I don't want to spoil folks. I don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, this is really... I guess it doesn't matter too much what order we do things in, the way this game is written. There's some stuff... Ah! Okay, yes. Alright. I think we actually might get somewhere going into the maze, oddly enough. If we're prepared for that. We can give it a shot.
Yeah, let's do.
All right. I'm gonna go west.
Yeah, now I'm speaking like the game.
Famous last words. All right.
Let's do.
Let us do thing. Thing doing. Must now thing. Yeah. You just don't need to go to a certain part of the maze is all. Let me move that back there so I can see it. Oh boy. Alright. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna need to pull back so I can see more of it. There we go. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Maze. This is part of a maze of twisty little passages, all alike. You know, actually, I could even just pull out. Hang on. I'm wondering if it's easier to read the maze in this book. As I try to remember how things work. Zork I. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is all the same thing. It tells us less, but it's like all put on like 2 pages.
Nice.
So it's there's a lot here. But the advantage is I can have it in front of me as he carefully sips his drink from the other side of the thing. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay. So let's see. From here, the most expedient route, and again, I'm very grateful to have. Yeah, for anyone who didn't see the tome before, by the way, if you would like to see if for anyone who wants to see the tome, who hasn't seen the tome, this is the tome. This is the Book of Adventure Games, from like 1985, I think. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's a specific thing we have to do before I think the trapdoor stays open. It's a weird metaphysical thing, and so we're not. That's going to be a little while, but yeah, we'll go ahead and see if this pays off what I'm about to do here. Okay, west. This is a maze of twisty little passages, all alike, and west again. And south. You can't go that way. Down. Oh, that's one way. Oh, that's no fun. Let's see. Okay, we went west and west again. Right?
And west the 3rd time.
Right, yeah, I mean west to get into the maze, yes. Then once we were in the maze, we went west twice.
Yeah.
And thing is, if we go west again, that's just gonna... Oh. There's a thing on this map that's not on that map. Let me see if it works. It's part of a maze of twisted little passages all alike. Northwest? No. We're just gonna wander around for a moment. Ah, there he is! A seedy-looking individual with a large bag just wandered through the room. On the way through, he quietly abstracted some valuables from the room and from your possession, mumbling something about doing unto others before. There he is again, the thief. Let me see what we have left. Clove of garlic, rope, sword, brass lantern. I think that was all we were carrying besides the egg, right?
Yep.
Excellent. The egg is exactly where it needs to be.
Yeah? Alright.
We can't get it open. Okay. I wonder if it's even possible to reach... It's like it's not possible to get to the other parts of the maze from here. Up? You can't go that way. I am so confused. All right, let me try something else. North. There's the lot. Okay. The funny thing about this is this just leads you back and forth to the same room.
Right.
Or as I can tell.
Okay, so from the initial room, it looks like you have to go
up. It let me go up
west,
finally. Okay.
And then up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it finally let me go up. Somehow, I finally ended in the right spot to go up. This is just where I was trying to go. This is part of a maze of twisty passages like a skeleton. Probably the remains of a luckless adventurer lies here. Beside the skeleton is a rusty knife. The deceased adventurer's useless lantern is here. There is a skeleton key here. An old leather bag bulging with coins is here. There we go. These are the things I wanted.
Yeah.
All right. Now we just got to get back out. Which
So
I
from
think
here,
I'm going to try, yeah.
Yeah,
Southwest?
if you go southwest,
Yeah.
and then east,
Yeah.
and then down.
East and down takes you to... Oh, okay, back to... Well, actually, I think the place that if this is right...
I mean, if you want to go there.
Yeah. I'm actually trying to get to a slightly different place, but... let me try... Hang on. So, I went southwest. From here, I'm going to go north. No, I'm not. Okay. From here, I'm going to go northwest. Because again, okay. So let me look at the look back at the map that you're looking at.
The only ways that you can go are southwest and east, and east leads into a dead end.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So from here, well, we already went southwest, right? Just now. And
okay, so you can go up or east.
I'm gonna keep going south. I'm gonna look at this. I'm looking at this now. I think I actually need to go up from here.
Right.
Yeah. To go where I think we're going. Yes. Okay. Good. Between these two maps.
You want to get to the grading room?
Yes.
Go down.
You sure it's not south?
Yes. And then go northwest. Northeast, sorry.
Grading room. You're in a small room near the maze. There are twisty passages in the immediate vicinity. Above you is a grating locked with a skull and crossbones lock. Grate is unlocked. The grating opens to reveal trees above you. Alright.
Back to the house again.
Clearing! Turn off
We're
lamp.
back!
Haha! There's still 69,105 leaves here.
How long does that take every time we do it?
That is cumbersome.
How many moves?
If we want to get out of here with more than just a couple of items on our person, then we have to go through the maze right now to do it. at the moment. Like I said, there are other ways later, but it's right now still a pain in the arse. Because it's either the chimney or this for now. However, we at least have this sack of coins, which I think we need to put in the trophy case. So we can do that. All right. We got one of the treasures. Okay.
Is it only 19 treasures because you were really the 20th treasure all along?
Yes, that I'm sure is what it was. Does the score go up? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. I don't think we need the skeleton key for anything else.
Just drop it in this room.
Yeah, let's do that.
Drop it right in the living room.
Okay. Stuff that we drop above ground, I think, is safer. Okay. Here we go. More pain. Now, the question is, do we want to do the same thing with the painting?
So go down.
Yeah, here we go. All right. Actually, wait a minute. I'm hesitant to drop the sword. Yeah.
Yeah,
In case we run into something. But then again, if we run into something, then we're screwed anyway. But, as I was thinking, just grab the painting and go up the chimney. We can do it. We can do that real quick. He says, famous last words.
Love it.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do this real quick.
The knife's still here. The water's still here.
Hmm. The sack is not. I noticed the sack with the lunch in it. I hope we don't need that later. Wait a minute. Hey! They left it open.
Yeah. There you go.
That's so much easier. That's much better. Okay, so it's just like after you get out through the grate, then they don't do it.
Then it stays open. All
Yay!
Right.
I feel much better about myself now.
I apologize. I need to take a quick break. You can.
Painting. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you want to do the do the painting, and I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Sure.
I can catch up.
I'll grab the painting real quick, and then I'll go to break if we need to. Yeah. Feel free.
Okay.
Feel free to dive off. I don't have the painting, by the way. That's the problem. Wait, no. I just said that, and it's like, the painting's not here anymore. Dag nabbit. All right. This is one of those weird things where we're just not sure. We're just not sure what's happening. Because that's the thing. The thief is continuing to wander through these rooms and picking things up. And so that is why it was not possible to get the painting. It is unfortunate. I'm going to do a quick thing where I try to... Oh, this is dangerous. To try to do what I'm doing while streaming. I wanted to... Yeah, I can't pick things up this way. This is ridiculous. Okay, well... I was going to try to clean a little bit more of this desk, but we shall not worry about that. In any case, what the hell is going on here? There was a weird thing where it was like, I had imagined that there's a weird spiritual thing that happens later, and I thought that was what causes the trap door to be left open, but I guess it was just opening the grating, which is nice. So before we explore further, I'm going to take us back to the troll room. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey!
Guess what?
Yeah.
Someone already took the painting.
That bastard.
Yeah, I know, right? I cannot remember if we're going to need that lunch for anything. That's the only other
And my
item
sandwich.
Yeah, the sandwich. It's really the sandwich that's the big tragedy. I don't know if we're going to need the... I don't know if we're going to need the sandwich. I'm concerned about the sandwich, but, you know, well, can only keep going. There's an axe here, if we want it. I'm actually going to just... Here. There. Because like I said, I think we can drop things up here. We'll see. So we're going to... Now I think we're going to head to the East-West Passage and just look around for more stuff. I think that's probably the best way to do this. Alright. What am I carrying? Sword and lantern. I am eventually gonna... Well, who cares? Anyway. This is a narrow east-west passageway. Stairway leading down at the north end of the room. We can either go down north or we can go east. I need to make my map smaller so that I can see it. All right.
So,
yeah.
East.
I'm trying to strategize, and I shouldn't really strategize. Let's do it. Okay. This is all stuff I remember. Round room. This is a circular stone room with passages in all directions. Several of them have unfortunately been blocked by cave-ins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, there are a couple of things, which I can see here. Let me see if, let me try southeast first. That looks interesting. Engravings cave. You have entered a low cave with passages leading northwest and east. There are old engravings on the walls here. The engravings were incised in the living rock of the cave wall by an unknown hand. They depict, in symbolic form, the beliefs of the ancient Zorkers. Skillfully interwoven with the bas-reliefs are excerpts illustrating the major religious tenets of that time. Unfortunately, a later age seems to have considered them blasphemous and just as skillfully excised them.
Okay.
Many words. And that's all that's here, so let's go east. Dome room. You're at the periphery of a large dome which forms the ceiling of another room below. Protecting you from a precipitous drop is a wooden railing which circles the dome. I think this is what we used the rope for. Okay. I gotta go back and get the rope. If we want to go further down.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let me check this. Yeah, that could be cool. We seem to be playing with stuff on the south end here. Let me go ahead and do that.
East, southeast, east.
Rope drops over the side and comes within 10 feet of the floor. Okay. Do you have any idea how long it took me to get to this point when I was 7? Anyway.
I didn't, so yes.
A long time. Torch room. This is a large room with a prominent doorway leading to a down staircase. Above you is a large dome. Up around the edge of the dome, 20 feet up, is a wooden railing. In the center of the room sits a white marble pedestal. A piece of rope descends from the railing above, ending some 5 feet above your head. I wonder who put that here. Sitting up 5 feet above your head. I wonder if we can get back up. Guess we'll find out. Sitting on the pedestal is a flaming torch made of ivory.
I think we're skipping over a very important part here.
Probably.
That important part being is apparently our length of rope.
Yeah.
Is 10 feet long?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem. That's going to be a problem. But hey, we got a torch.
and we're 5 feet tall when we reach up.
Yeah.
So we're halflings?
No, it's 5 feet above our head is when the
yeah, it's okay.
So if we're like 5 foot something and change, right? Say like 5'10", and you can't reach 5 feet up. You can only reach, what is this? What is this? Like
3 feet.
3 feet, maybe.
Call it 3.
Yeah. So
it's like when we jump, we can just like hit the bottom of the rope.
Jump. Apparently. Okay. All right, well, I guess we'll move on from here. I think we can get out from here. We just have to move around. All
right.
Let's see. Temple. This is the north end of a large temple. On the east wall is an ancient inscription, probably a prayer in a long-forgotten language. Below the prayer is a staircase leading down. The west wall is solid granite. The exit to the north end of the room is through huge marble pillars. I'm remembering something. There's a brass bell here.
Nothing ever goes well when you ring a bell.
Here's the thing about this wall. Maybe. Interesting, isn't it? All right. Seven was when we were having it's the one we may end up having to go back to. Egyptian room, it says. This is a room which looks like an Egyptian tomb. There is an ascending staircase to the west. The solid gold coffin used for the burial of Ramses II is here for some reason. It's because tomb robbers, probably. How this world also has a Ramses II, I'll never know.
I mean, it also has an Egyptian-looking tomb. Why do they know what Egyptian looks like? And and an Oriental rug upstairs.
Oh, good God! Yes, let's put all the colonialism in one place.
And a colonial-style house.
A colonial-style house, yes. Yep. The gold coffin opens. A scepter, possibly that of ancient Egypt itself, is in the coffin. The scepter is ornamented with colored enamel and tapers to a sharp point. There's nothing special about the scepter, but we're going to go ahead and pick it up anyway. Can we take the coffin? Your load is too heavy. I think we eventually can take the coffin, but let's get these things to safety.
Okay.
If we can.
Sure.
I saved not too long ago. All right, temple. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna save because there's something I want to try. I don't know why this is knocking around in my head, but pushing the granite wall has no effect. Okay. There was something. There was something.
Okay.
I can't remember what it is. Anyway, altar. This is the south end of a large temple. In front of you is what appears to be an altar. In one corner is a small hole in the wall, in the floor, which leads into darkness. You probably could not get back up it. On the two ends of the altar are burning candles. On the altar is a large black book open to page 569. This is a biblical thing. O ye who go about saying unto each, Hello, sailor, dost thou know the magnitude of thy sin before the gods? Yea, verily, thou shalt be ground. Oh, I see. Phobia. Right. And thou shalt be ground between two stones. When the angry gods cast thy body into the whirlpool, surely thy eye shall be put out with a sharp stick. Even unto the ends of the earth shalt thou wander, and unto the land of the dead shalt thou be sent at last. Surely thou shalt repent of thy cunning. Apparently in this game, if you type in Hello Sailor, then when you die, instead of going to the clearing, you go to the land of the dead. As it were.
Okay.
Okay, I already have the book. Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you read it, you took it.
Let me look at something. There's a... I need to scroll the map down just a bit. Okay, yeah, from here we could go down the hole. That will eventually... Yeah, this is the only way out. I'm pretty sure.
Good, good.
Alright. Save over 9 here. Okay. Alright. There's stuff we're supposed to do with the bell, the book, and the candle.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
That too. I cannot remember the exact order. I kind of remember where it's supposed to happen. There's a method to it, but I don't know what that method is. And this doesn't help. So anyway, when we get to that point, I may end up having to cheat. We'll see. Cave. This is a tiny cave with entrances west and north and a dark, forbidding staircase leading down. A gust of wind blows out your candles. Your sword is glowing with a faint blue glow. Oh, crap. Okay.
So don't go down?
I don't know. It means that probably the thief is nearby. I mean, we could go down. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Okay.
We just have no way of relighting the candles. Well, we have a torch.
Don't we have a torch?
We have a torch.
Light
Yeah,
candles
what the
with
hell?
torch. Okay.
Entrance to Hades, which just happens to casually be hanging out here underneath this house. You're outside a large gateway on which... By the way, I need to mention this for no apparent reason. My grandparents' house back in the day, anytime we went down to the basement, they called it going down into Hades. And also in that same house was where I played this game for the first time. A connection of some kind was made, I wasn't sure, but in some ways, I wonder if the colonial house is actually my grandparents' house. It was not a colonial house, but it was made to look kind of like one. It had pillars. I don't know. The gate is open. Through it you can see a desolation with a pile of mangled bodies in one corner. Nice, nice. Thousands of voices lamenting some hideous fate can be heard. The way through the gate is barred by evil spirits who jeer at your attempts to pass. Your sword has begun to glow very brightly. Ah, okay, that's why.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we can... Okay. The bell suddenly becomes red hot and falls to the ground. The wraiths, as if paralyzed, stop their jeering and slowly turn to face you. On their ashen faces, the expression of long-forgotten terror takes shape. In your confusion, the candles drop to the ground, and they are out. Okay. I don't think we can keep going, though. That's the thing. Some invisible force prevents you from passing through the gate.
Right.
Hot bell on the ground. Light candles. Torch. Light candles with torch. The heat from the torch is so intense the candles are vaporized. The tension of this ceremony is broken and the wraiths, amused but shaken at your clumsy attempt, resume their hideous jeering. Alright, well... Did you also play Doom in that basement? I did not. I did not play this game in that basement, I should specify. I played this game on the second floor of the house. But I was in that same house when we went... Anyway, the house was also painted white. I'm going to restore. Okay, where the hell are we? We're at the altar again. Okay. This is before we went back down the hole. Let's go back down the hole. Okay. So going down there isn't going to get us anything. Unfortunately.
Well, if we relight the candle... So wait, if we go down, we ring the bell, or no, we go down, we set down the candles, we relight the candles.
Oh, yeah. No, that's very good. We can try that.
And then ring the bell. But
yeah.
But it said, did the torch burn up, melt the candles?
It did. So we actually have to find something other. We have to find like a matchbook or something.
Yeah.
So that is the thing we can do later.
Who just throws candles into a torch?
I don't know. Did a gust of wind blow out our candles? It did.
It should have.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
My guess is you get like one match, and if you light them when the wind blows out your candles, after you drop them, there's no way to relight them.
Yeah. There, the winding passage. The winding passage seems there are only exits on the east and north. Mirror room. You're in a large square room with tall ceilings. On the south wall is an enormous mirror which fills the entire wall. There are exits on the other three sides of the room. There's an ugly person staring back at you. That's not very nice. Late 70s developer humor. Okay. Dang it. We cannot go through the mirror. Narrow passage. This is a long and narrow corridor where a long north-south passageway briefly narrows even further. Back in the round room. This is a circular stone room. Passages in all directions. Okay. I need to drop off some things. I think.
Sure.
There's a thing we're supposed to do with the scepter.
I assume so. It has a point.
There. Excuse me a moment. I have to. I guess we can actually go and do the thing with the scepter.
Okay.
Yes, May. This game is very judgy. But yeah, I guess we could go and do the thing with the scepter. That would be fine. We have access to it, and I just thought of it. We can give it a shot. I'm remembering a surprising amount here without looking. It's very strange. Granted, I have the map in front of me, so that probably helps a lot. Yay. Okay. Put torch in case. There. That is one of the treasures.
Is it?
Yeah, it's ivory.
Oh.
Torch is burning. It'll never go out. Yeah, see, because the score goes back down if you take it out. Put it back in, score goes up.
Oh.
The scepter, I think, is also...
I would assume so.
It is, yes,
yeah.
But I think we need it for what we're about to do. All right. Scepter, a pair of candles, a black book, a brass bell, a sword, a brass lantern.
Is the black book a treasure?
No, I don't think so. But we'll need the book, the bell, and the candles later. He recognizes punctuation.
Good, good.
All right.
It didn't know what a scepter sword was.
It did not know what a scepter sword was, unfortunately. But, you know, who doesn't know what a scepter sword is? Okay. I have to actually switch maps again on my little screen on the right, so that I can remember where we are. Okay. Shouldn't be that difficult, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? The strange thing is I'm just doing this through memory, but I keep wondering if I should wait until we find the appropriate clues that might tell us in character of how to do things. But I feel as though that's a fool's errand, because again, a lot of this stuff is stuff you never see coming.
There is a bit of that.
You can't guess where I'm heading. I'm heading back to the rainbow. Suddenly the rainbow appears to become solid and, I venture, walkable. I think the giveaway was the stairs and banister. A shimmering pot of gold appears at the end of the rainbow. There it is.
Finally.
There's nothing special about it aside from the stairs and banister, I would assume.
Nothing special about the rainbow.
Yeah.
Except it created a pot of gold.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just fine.
It's not... That's not special. Apparently it happens here all the time.
On the rainbow. You are on
rainbow.
You're on top of a rainbow. I bet you never thought you would walk on a rainbow. With a magnificent view of the falls, the rainbow travels east-west here. I have no idea what's here. Arcane Falls. You're at the top of Arcane Falls, an enormous waterfall with a drop of about 450 feet. The only path here is on the north end. A solid rainbow spans the falls.
Jump.
Hey! You're on a hill. You take your last breath. You feel relieved of your burdens. The feeling passes as you find yourself before the gates of hell, where the spirits jeer at you and deny you entry. Your senses are disturbed. The objects in the dungeon appear indistinct, bleached of color, even unreal. Entrance to Hades. You're outside a large gateway on which is inscribed, "Abandon hope, all ye who enter here." The gate is open. Through it you can see a desolation with a pile of mangled bodies in one corner. Huh. Maybe it's because we went down there to upset the spirits. We are now here.
Yeah, so now that we have access to Hades, we no longer come to life in the forest.
Yeah. Still can't get through the gate.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's nothing to worry about. Really, it isn't. However, I am remembering something vague. You're dead. Okay, that's a problem. I had this happen to me once.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was a while back. Died. It was a problem.
I have a friend who died 3 times.
Oh yeah, it can happen. It can happen.
It can.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, there's like a whole thing. Okay.
Do we get to become a necromancer?
You know, you can only hope. There's just a thing I wanted to show you real quick while we're here. You feel a strong pull as if from a wind drawing you over the railing and down. Temple. Altar. Pray. If you pray at the altar, you come back to life. From the distance, the sound of a lone trumpet is heard. The room becomes very bright and you feel disembodied. In a moment, the brightness fades and you find yourself rising as if from a long sleep deep in the woods. In the distance, you can faintly hear a songbird and the sounds of the forest. And this is that clearing where you end up in. Where he puts you on a path. And there's the big tree. And we're going to restore. Have we met the requirements to be a lich? I certainly hope so. Anyway, we're back on the we're back here. We did not jump, alas.
Oh.
I forget what's here. Sure, you're on the east shore of the river. The water here seems somewhat treacherous. The path travels from north to south here. The south end quickly turning around a sharp corner. I think I've jumped ahead, actually. Possibly. Well, not quite. No, we'll still need the things that we find later. You've moved into a dark place. Oh, crap. I've got the lantern. Sandy beach. Why the beach is dark, I have no idea. Well, I've been to the beach. You're on a... It's emotionally dark. You're on a large sandy beach on the east shore of the river, which is flowing quickly by. A path runs beside the river to the south here, and a passage is partially buried in sand to the northeast. There's a shovel here. Take shovel. Sandy cave. This is a sand-filled cave, whose exit is the southwest. Dig. Dig in sand with shovel. You seem to be digging a hole here. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just remembering this.
Okay.
Hole's getting deeper, but that's about it. You're surrounded by a wall of sand on all sides. You can see a scarab here in the sand. A beautiful jeweled scarab. I have a scarab now. That's it. That's the only reason we came here, I think.
Okay.
But, you know, treasure. Treasure. I think we can turn the lamp back off now. Alright. Back over the rainbow we go. Just, you know, casually you get on a rainbow every now and then. Yes.
I walk over a rainbow every now and then with the right help.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you have to have help to do it, you know. You partake of the help, then the help will... Anyway.
The help of taking you.
Ah, crap.
Fight the songbird.
Tried to do this without the map. You see what happens.
Stab the songbird.
Frickin' songbird. Okay. Clearing. There we are, of course. All right. Okay. Now. Score.
120.
We've made Junior Adventurer.
We're a third way there.
Yeah. Excellent. You know, there's something else we can do, though, that we know where it is. Here's a, oh my god. There's a sarcophagus we can go and grab.
Yeah, let's get it.
Alright, we'll give that a shot. Wild Grew appears. Thank you, yes, I appreciate that. Let's move to the appropriate map. This game really is about just grabbing as many treasures as you can before the thief does. I think that's really what it is. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay. There's just stuff you do for no reason, you know? I'm wondering about even dropping the sword. Is carrying the sword going to be too much? Because we have to...
What
I
if
guess
you
we'll
put the
find
sword? What if we put the sword in the coffin and then carry the coffin?
Oh, that'll work. That'll work probably. All right, we'll give it a try. Oh wait, turn on the lamp. There we are. Fewer grooves with lamp. I'm not using the torch because it is a treasure.
It turns out that someone did see a group. It was you, just now, when you turned the lamp on.
You know what's funny? There is a game. What's this leather jacket doing here? Wrong franchise. That's much later. Hi, I'm selling these fine leather jackets. There's a thing. Anyway. Okay, here we go. Hope we've limbered up. Ah! Mm-hmm. It knows! Wow. Alright, we're gonna do that again. It's gone past a screen now! We've left too much stuff here.
There are more things here.
So many things. Alright. This goes so much faster when you have the map. Which is probably the point. Alright, here we go. Here! Down in there. You don't have a prayer of getting the coffin down there. Oh no. Oh no. How do we... Oh, right, wrong room.
Up north of the room. Coffin.
Strange people fighting your granite wall. Whoa!
What? Wait.
Apparently it works when you're alive, too. I did not know that.
But what's in your inventory?
What do you know? Well, that's what it said. It gave kind of a hint there. It says you don't have a prayer of getting it down there, so it's like, yeah, all right.
So go pray at the altar. That, wow.
It's a teleportation prayer.
That is one hell of a hint.
Yeah. Dang. Okay, well, we're here. Yay! We have the coffin, the scepter, the gold, the scarab, the torch, and a bag of coins.
So
We're doing
6 things
well.
in there. All right.
Yeah. It's only 14 to go. Let me see. Let me look at the... Let me look at the thing. Let me look at the thing. See, we've messed around on the south end. There's just the north end left to go. Let me see here. And the reservoir, which is... There'll be several things there. So, do we want to keep going? Do you want to keep going for a little bit, or do we want to bookmark it here? I'm good either way, but I just wanted to know what your opinion is.
Yeah, I'm good either way.
Okay.
Like,
We can keep going a little bit longer. I think probably if you're up to it, and if you're up for it, and we'll explore a little bit to the north, and then probably wrap up with stuff at the reservoir. I think does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Cool.
Let's give it another, 10 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let me see. Sword, shovel. Oh, we need the sword. Shovel, black book, candles. We have to. Okay, the book, the candle, the bell. We don't need any of those until we get matches, which I think we do get somewhere. I can't remember where. Glass bottle, which contains a quantity of water. Clove of garlic. We're gonna need the clove of garlic, I think. All right, here we go. Back down. Ah! All right. North-south passage. Oh, wait. Oh, there is something we haven't fully looked at.
What's that?
There is a little bit more on this end we haven't looked at yet. Hang on.
The maze?
Oh, no, not the maze. There is another thing from the maze, but we're not ready for that yet. This is a loud room. Okay? This is a large room with a ceiling which cannot be detected from the ground. There is a narrow passage from east to west and a stone stairway leading upward. The room is deafeningly loud with an undetermined rushing sound. The sound seems to reverberate from all of the walls, making it difficult even to think. On the ground is a large platinum bar. We will be trapped in this room shortly.
Okay.
If we are not careful. I have heard there is another way to handle this room besides the sort of cheat code you can use in here. I'd like to look for it. I think you can only do like one command each time as we come through here.
So you take the large platinum bar, which opens up.
I can let you.
Oh.
There's a thing here we can possibly do, but I don't know where we do it from. We can go east. Damp cave. This cave has exits to the west and east and narrows to a crack toward the south. The earth is particularly damp here. I should have brought the shovel.
Examine the crack.
I don't know if there. You might have to drop some stuff to get through. I don't know. It's too narrow for most insects. Alright. White Cliffs Beach. You are on a narrow strip of beach which runs along the base of the White Cliffs. There's a narrow path heading south along the cliffs and a tight passage leading west into the cliffs themselves. Alright, turn on lamp. You're outside! Or we're underground. It is an underground empire.
Underground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. In a rocky, narrow strip of beach beside the cliffs, a narrow path leads north along the shore. I don't think there's anywhere else we can go.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought there might have been something here, but apparently there isn't. Or if there is, we haven't found it yet.
Ground?
The Grand. The ground is too hard for digging here. Except the earth is particularly damp here. You can't fit through the crack.
If I had a nickel.
I am thinking of a different game.
Okay.
I guess it's really just flavor more than anything else. Okay. West, which we can do once. Okay. North-south passage. Which forks to the northeast. There are a couple of different ways we can go here. If we go northeast. Deep canyon. You are on the south edge of a deep canyon. Passages lead off to the east, northwest, and southwest. A stairway leads down. You can hear the sound of water, flowing water from below. Down from here is the loud room.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go east. Damn!
Damn.
You are standing on the top of the flood control dam number 3, which was quite a tourist attraction in times far distant. There are paths to the north, south, and west, and a scramble down. It's an interesting thing because this was like the first piece of like seriously more modern technology that I saw and thought about in the game. Besides, you know, the battery-powered lamp. But this got me thinking about it. Someone built a flood control dam, and named it dam number 3. So that's it's weird just the way that this world is set up because there's a lot of sort of medieval fantasy in it, but it's also very modern.
Right.
I thought that was kind of interesting. The sluice gates on the dam are closed. Behind the dam, there can be seen a wide reservoir. Water is pouring over the top of the now abandoned dam. There's a control panel here on which a large metal bolt is mounted. Directly above the bolt is a small green plastic bubble. We need a wrench, I think, probably? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. They're past to the north, south.
Yeah. North, south, and west. And a scramble down. We're at the dam.
So we came from south.
Yeah.
So north or
Yeah, do we want to play with the oh. Yeah. Dam base. You're at the base of flood control dam number 3, which looms above you to the north. The river Frigid is flowing by here. Along the river are the white cliffs, which seem to form giant walls stretching from north to south along the shores of the river as it winds its way downstream. There's a folded pile of plastic here, which has a small valve attached.
What?
There's nothing special about the pile of plastic, it says. Liar.
Why? Why does plastic have a valve attached?
Why would it, do you think? Oh, there's a reason. I don't actually have the thing I need to do anything with that. I'm trying to decide, do I want to leave this here or do I want to move it to a different place? Good question. You can probably leave it here. It'll be closer. It could work. Wait, no, we can't leave stuff once we've seen it. Getting paranoid again. He's gonna take it like he took our sandwich.
Bastard.
How dare he? We will liberate that sandwich. Sooner or later.
Into my belly.
A look before leaping reveals that the river is wide and dangerous, with swift currents and large, half-hidden rocks who decide to forego your swim. Dang it. Alright. Okay. There are ways to go north, south, and west. I wonder what's... Oh, okay, yeah. It's because I can't see it from here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Do we want to mess with this right now? Sure, why not? Let's mess with this.
Okay.
Let me actually reopen it. There we go. Okay, dam lobby. This room appears to have been the waiting room for groups touring the dam. There are open doorways here to the north and east marked private, and there is a path leading south over the top of the dam. Some guidebooks entitled Flood Control Dam Number 3 are on the reception desk. There's a matchbook whose cover says Visit Beautiful FCD Number 3 here. Here we go.
So, matchbook.
Apparently a tour guide book.
A rad tart book.
A rad guide book guidebook. Flood Control Dam Number 3. FCD Number 3 was constructed in the year... I should change the music for this. Was constructed in the year 783 of the Great Underground Empire to harness the mighty Frigid River. This work was supported by a grant of 37 million Zork mids from your omnipotent local tyrant, Lord Dimwit Flathead, the Excessive. This impressive structure is composed of 370,000 cubic feet of concrete, is 256 feet tall at the center, and 193 feet wide at the top. The lake created behind the dam has a volume of 1.7 billion cubic feet, an area of 12 million square feet, and a shoreline of 36,000 feet. We will now point out some of the more interesting features of FCD Number 3 as we conduct you on a guided tour of the facilities. 1. Start your tour here in the dam lobby. You will notice on your right.
It's pretty great.
Read matchbook. Close cover before striking. You too can make big money in the exciting field of paper shuffling. Mr. Anderson of Muddle Mass says, before I took this course, I was a lowly bit twiddler. Now with what I learned at GUE Tech, I feel really important and can obfuscate and confuse with the best. Dr. Blank had this to say, 10 short days ago, all I could look forward to was a dead-end job as a doctor. Now I have a promising future and make really big Zork mids. GUE Tech can't promise these fantastic results to everyone, but when you earn your degree from GUE Tech, your future will be brighter. Okay, look. So there's this weird thing, right? There's a horror game that they released much later called The Lurking Horror. It takes place at GUE Tech.
Okay.
Except, in that game, GUE does not stand for the Great Underground Empire. It's a person's name. The person who founded the college. And there's, I don't know if it's debate, because I haven't played the game. I don't know. I never got a chance to play it. Read about it. I will play it at some point soon, in this series or somewhere. And so, but I don't know if it's actually part of the World of Zork continuity, or if it is not. And so it is one of those things like, should I include that with as the thing?
Based that it has instruction manuals for the game that you're playing in the game, but also Mr. Anderson of Muddled Mass, I assume Massachusetts, but that's because I live on this plane.
Yes.
But also Dr. Blake is making very large Zork mids, which is not a thing here. So I think muddle, it left off a D at the end there.
It's an appropriate term.
And that is the word for what this world is.
It is.
Fucking muddled.
It is. It really is. Okay, well, it's just fascinating. It's fascinating to me. I think, and yeah, there's a lot of overlap, and it's like, is GUE Tech just a reference, or is it actually part of the world? And I don't, because some people, when they write about The Lurking Horror, they write about it as though it's part of the whole Zork canon. And some people say, no, it's got references to Zork, but it's not in the same world. So I actually have to play it at some point and figure that out.
I mean, the way this is playing right now, I would argue that it is part of the Zork world, but the Zork world is not part of its world.
Ooh. Yeah, I can see
right?
that. Planar travel. Things are bleeding through, like game manuals.
Right.
Oh, there's a private room here. We should check that out. Maintenance room. This is what appears to have been the maintenance room for Flood Control Dam number 3. Apparently this room, when they built this dam, they didn't need to. Also, they didn't build a 1 and a 2. They just started with 3, apparently. It's like a major cultural touchstone. Apparently this room has been ransacked recently. Dimwit Flathead, I should explain, did a lot of stuff for no apparent reason. He just wanted to be extravagant. He was sort of in some ways a Caligula figure. His whole family was. But anyway, apparently this room has been ransacked recently, for most of the valuable equipment is gone. On the wall in front of you is a group of buttons colored blue, yellow, brown, and red. That's a puzzle. There are doorways to the west and south. There's a group of tool chests here. There's a wrench here. There's an object which looks like a tube of toothpaste here. There's a screwdriver here. These will be important. But our load is too heavy to take the tube of toothpaste. The tool chests will crumble. I've got the wrench. I've got the screwdriver. I cannot take the tube. Alas. Ooh.
Drop the guidebook?
I may have to drop the guidebook. I know it's sad.
Pretty sure that's one of the 20 treasures.
The guidebook? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can feel it. We're gonna have to, I think, alas, we're gonna probably have to leave the tube here. We don't absolutely need it. It may come in handy at some point. If it is what I think it is. I'm gonna save the game. Here. And we will come back to it. I'm gonna go ahead and... Well, we know where it is. Hopefully it'll still be here. But we've got the wrench, which is helpful.
And the plastic.
And the plastic.
Sorry, the pile of plastic.
The pile of plastic. Do I want to drop stuff off before I... There's a thing, you see. There's a thing. Wait, there's a whole puzzle involved here, isn't there? There is. There's a puzzle.
We still have all the buttons, right?
We've got these buttons, and I don't know if it really... I'm going to try one thing. Okay. The bolt won't turn with your best effort. That's what the buttons are for. The thing is... Ugh. We're going to be carrying too much. Or maybe we won't. Hang on. Oh, wait. No. Here we go. This just leads into the same room no matter if we go west or north. We have to look at each button individually. There's nothing special about it. Blue, red, brown, yellow. Oh, really? Okay. I'm not remembering something, but I'm going to try something. Push the blue button. There's a rumbling sound and a stream of water appears to burst from the east wall of the room. Apparently a leak has occurred in the pipe. The water level here is now up to your ankles. Oh dear. Click. The bolt is green. The green plastic bubble is glowing serenely. Turn bolt with wrench. The sluice gates open and water pours through the dam. Okay. I think we just fixed something. I think we did. I will find out.
Okay. What was broken?
Yeah. That should have stopped the water. Well, that doesn't stop the, Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Oh, well. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
That's future use problem.
That's a future me problem. 'Cause I want to try something. Wait. Okay. Water rushes. The water level behind the dam is still high. Reservoir south. You're in a long room. To the north is a large lake, too deep to cross. You notice, however, that the water level appears to be dropping at a rapid rate. Before long, it might be possible to cross to the other side from here. There's a path along the stream to the east or west, a steep path, that was the point of doing this, by the way. There's a path along the stream to the east or west, a steep pathway climbing southwest along the edge of a chasm, and a path leading into a canyon on the southeast. The water level is now quite low here, and you could easily cross over to the other side. And that is a thing, but that isn't what I wanted to check out real quick. What I want to check out is this. No, the room's still loud. Damn it. Oh well. So, here's the thing you can do. There's no indication of how or why. The acoustics of the room change subtly if you echo in here. There's no way you can find this out aside from just the fact that it echoes everything back at you. But apparently, you can take the bar if your load isn't too heavy. We're done with this wrench. Really? I think we need everything else. Alright. You're gonna have to risk it. I shouldn't have echoed in here. I'm gonna try real fast.
Okay.
I know this seems weird and confusing. Let's see. I think we do need the screwdriver for something, but I won't worry about that right now. We just at least know where it is.
Right.
I mean, we know what we need the matchbook for. Ah! Yes!
Put the bar in the case.
Yes! Yay! Awesome. Okay. Score is 160. We still have the rank of Junior Adventurer. We now have 7 of the treasures. And I think this might be a good place for us to bookmark it, yeah?
Yeah, and we're almost at half the points.
Yeah, I think we're good. The only thing we'll have to remember is to go and get that tube. There may be other things with buttons in that room with the buttons that we haven't done yet. But I think we're good to tackle that next time.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Excellent. All right, I'm going to save the game one more time and hope that I remember that we left on 11. I'll go back and watch this and remember that I left on 11.
Well, there's a digital record of what
That's
number
right.
we stopped on.
Exactly. Okay, I'm going to quit the game for now. Okay. Now, we return to just us. All right.
And in 2 weeks, I will have learned to read Zork I's.
Oh God.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yes, we spend that time just boning up on the on that language. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate it.
Same. I enjoy it.
Yes, this was a lot of fun for me.
Yeah.
At least. Was I running along too fast? Was I trying to dive through too much?
No, for the most part, it was fine.
Okay. Let me know if you need me to hang on at any point, and I can.
Yeah. Oh, I will let you know.
I'm burning through this too fast. If we get to any of the other games, it will not be like this. I can promise you, because the other ones I can't remember at all.
Yeah.
I don't think I actually made it very far into Zork 2. But this is just one that I.
I didn't make it into any of them, so.
Well, that's fair. This is one that I just did over and over and over and over again to the point that it's like they're just things that I thought I would remember less than I'm remembering, but it's just sort of happening.
Don't get me wrong. I haven't done with this with Zork. If we played an adventure game, the things might be very different. For my memory, might be kicking in as yours is doing.
That is fair. That is fair. Very fair, sir. Do you have anything going on that you want to plug for anybody, or tell folks where they can find you, that kind of thing?
I always the Chaotic Neutral podcast. I will forever plug it, and it will eventually be back on it. And then for myself, hopefully in the next few months, look out for me to start streaming again. I'm currently head deep into VR and actual competition.
Nice.
Like shooting game shit. Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun. I just haven't had my streaming equipment set up, which that's about to change.
Excellent. Very cool, man. Very cool. I'm very happy that that's coming about then. Very cool. Very much looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do I have happening? What is today? Today is Thursday. So Saturday nights, when we're available on this channel, I run Invisible Sun, The Age of Paradox. We're zeroing in on the end of the campaign, which will happen soon, I think. Thank you all very much for watching this. I very much appreciate it. Let's see, so we have Invisible Sun on Saturday nights. On Tuesday evenings for a little while, we have Cult, Divinity Lost, a campaign of that going on. That is being run by Hollow, and our first session was really fun, and it's a horror game, and it is harrowing, and I'm very looking forward to getting back to it. More stuff happening later in the month. Around the Wednesday the 24th, I'm running a one-shot of A Penny for My Thoughts. We're trying to get stuff together on that. Sign-ups for another thing will be open shortly as soon as I can figure that out. And that's most of it. I think occasionally when I have time, I come back and I play Dragonsphere, but I haven't had time lately, so that'll be at some point. But we will be back to the Great Underground Empire in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today, roughly the same time, we shall play more Zork and see where that goes. So when we hit the end card, I'm going to go ahead and send a raid over to Pixie, the Pixie Parker. It looks like they are playing right now, so we'll go ahead and, if we can, say hi to them. Feel free to hang on and say hi to them with us. That, again, will be when we hit the end card. In the meantime, folks, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and do remember to keep your light turned on. We'll see you all of a sudden. Bye.